New 14-day quarantine rules for passengers arriving at UK ports of entry are sure to deter international travel and may well put the brakes on a much anticipated summer recovery for the travel industry. Three of Britain's largest airline groups, Ryanair, EasyJet and British Airways owners IAG, are taking the government to court.
It is devastating to inbound visitors coming to Britain's tourism industry. It's going to destroy millions of jobs in hotels, guest houses, tourist attractions all over the country during the peak months of July and August. So it's not only irrational, unimplementable, but it's entirely disproportionate to any effect it's going to have on the spread of COVID-19.
The point, the government says, of confining incoming travellers, with few exceptions, to a fortnight of self-isolation is to limit the spread of coronavirus from abroad and help prevent a second wave of infection. If so, say critics, why apply quarantine measures across the board, including to countries with lower infection rates than the UK, particularly since the science the government says it's relying upon seems to suggest instead focusing on countries with higher infection rates? And in any case, why do it now, when this is something that might more usefully have been applied 2 or 3 months ago, at the height of Britain's epidemic? New arrivals on Monday pointed out other problems.
From here to home, I'm going to use a public transport. So if I'm a carrier now, then how would they control it? How would you know if I've spread it to anyone else? So there's no track of that at all. And then it's just filling up a form, but the bus was full of us, so all the plane was in the bus, even though before we get to the flight they say keep your social distance, keep your mask on and all that stuff, but the bus was literally 30 centimetres between all of us.
And threats of further job losses mount, with some in the travel and hospitality sector warning they won't survive the loss of summer business. It's normally one of the world's busiest airports, but Heathrow is a desolate place now, with up to a third of its staff count said to be in jeopardy. All the more so as new government rules mean many of these planes will stay grounded. Jonah, Al Jazeera at London's Heathrow Airport.